Crusty morning, everybody!
I haven't had any coffee yet.
So as I ran down the stairs this morning in full excitement to see my peace lilies perk up after yesterday's Instagram video. Does that look perky to you? Does that look like a perky peace lily? Because it's not. Got a little closer. I said, why? Why aren't you perky? See all these little white, powdery spots? That's a better example. Oh yeah, baby. That is spider mites and a little bit of mealybugs. So they're not gonna perk up because they're mad. So as I began to inspect the plants in the rest of my house, which is kind of dirty right now, so sorry, I was like, oh, do all of you have mealybugs? Look at all my booze in the back. PG. The answer is yes. Baby girl has mealybugs. I don't know if you can see them, but look at them trying to collect inside of the new growth there. That's just absurd and unnecessary. Baby boy has mealybugs. Future Nikki here, and I'm noticing that I say mealybugs a lot. And I don't actually know why, because I didn't have mealybugs. I had spider mites, which I think I said at the beginning of the video. But the only thing that I actually had mealybugs on was my Majesty palm. Okay, back to the video. Baby fiddle leaf, you hated me from the start, but you didn't have to do me like that. So I'm going to spend the next couple of minutes showing you 5 easy steps to get rid of spider bites, mealybugs, and all the other who knows what's in there. So let's get into it. Step 1, hose it down. Everything except for this calathea, just because I don't like the chlorine in our water, so I'm going to handle this a little bit differently with bottled water. So let me go get the hose and I'll show you how I do it. So when it comes to calatheas, you can't really use tap water or things like that with chlorine in it, or any really chemicals, because they don't like that. Their leaves will start to brown, they'll start to die, and then that's just kind of a waste of your money. So I had this sprayer here in the garage and I filled it full of bottled water, and I'm just going to spray it down like that, and then we'll move on to the next step. For step 2, I'll be filling this pump sprayer with water, soap, and peppermint oil. So I basically do, say, 2 parts soap, 1 part peppermint, and the rest water. And I like to use the Dr. Bronner's soap, but I don't have any more of that, so today I'm using this, which I've used before and had good results. And peppermint oil is a good deterrent for bugs, so I always like to put a dash of that in as well. And just a reminder, you want to make sure that you're using bottled water or filtered water even for your calathea. So I'm going to start with that first since I already have a little bit in here still. is done, and now I'm moving on to step 3, which I'll be using these handy dandy Q-tips. So for this step, I'll just be using these Q-tips to kind of get down into the crevices and wipe anything out that I see, or that or places that spider mites and mealybugs love to live. So we don't want it to be dirty or infested. So we're just going to use the Q-tips to clean out deep into places that we're not going to be able to reach. You want to make sure to take off anything that's dead or decaying. So I'll just go through and do this with all of my plants. So I just also wanted to note that it's like 61 degrees today, and that's why I'm doing this outside where it's nice and they can get some good sunlight and air out a little bit. So with that being said, for step 4, we're going to go ahead and let them dry out and air out a little bit before we move on. So I'll come back when they're all dry. Not dry, but not sopping. Okay, so it's been about an hour after I wrestled Daniel into making me some pancakes. I've now wrestled him outside to help me shoot the last part of this video. So, I'm going to show you what we're going to use for step 5 and we'll get going. What do you think, Dan?
Yeah, that'll work.
I'll pay for this later. So these are the ingredients that I'll be using for the last and final step, 5, which I'll use 1 part neem oil, another drop of peppermint oil, and then I'll fill the sprayer up the rest of the way with water. I guess I'll call it polish your leaves. It's maybe not the best name, but I don't really have another one, so we'll just get going. I didn't pay too much attention, but I really think this peace lily in particular has kind of perked up a little bit since we started this video. So for step 5, I've got my neem oil, my mint, and my water mixture here in this pump sprayer. I've got a microfiber cloth. You could also use little cotton swabs, paper towel, whatever you really have. And you're going to spray each leaf down individually and then wipe it. So this kind of polishes the leaves and gets off any bug, mite, mealy, mealy, any spider mite or mealybug that still could be clinging to the leaf. This will take care of that. So we spray each leaf down individually. I'm going to use the microfiber cloth because I have it, and then I'll save the cotton swabs if I need them for smaller plants or leaves or whatnot. You want to hold the leaf so you don't tear it or cause any stress or damage. And then you spray the underside, you spray the top, give it a good wipe. Now this will shine up your leaf, and it'll also help with the bug issue. So you can also do what I just did, spray a couple leaves at a time, and then start wiping. Now, once we do this, we are going to go ahead and take the plant inside because the neem oil is obviously an oil, and we're in a pretty sunny spot right now. It's about 62 degrees outside today here in Zone 7B. So we don't want the neem oil to burn our leaves. So we'll just get this done really quickly, and then we'll take them inside. You could also just move them out of the sun and into the shade. That could also be a little helpful. Okay, so I've already got these peace lilies all shined up and in a shadier spot. I just moved it back out of the sun a little bit. This one is clearly doing way better than this one. They were both really sad when I brought them home yesterday, but I've got a lot of hope for this one. and a lot of prayers for this one. So what I'm going to just do is finish polishing the leaves on the smaller ones in the front, and just making sure that I'm using bottled water for my calathea. And you can't just kind of do it once and then like let it go. This will take about 3 treatments to kind of eradicate the problems and make sure that your plants can thrive consistently. So you want to do this whole shenanigan at least 3 times. So that's just 5 easy steps to help you get rid of any sort of mealybugs, spider mites. They work for a lot of things. So I'll try to give you updates on how they're doing and if they survive, fingers crossed, and I'll update you soon. Bye.